Hi, I'm Cindy Gross, and this is Befriending Dragons. If you're listening right now, you're probably carrying something heavy. Maybe you've been laid off. Maybe you're afraid that you're next. Or maybe you're just tired. Because for years now, big companies, and in my experience, tech companies, especially the big ones like Microsoft, have been doing rolling layoffs, and we've all been bracing for the next one. This episode is for you. Let's start with the truth. Layoffs are not just about income. They're about identity. I know because I've been there. Back in 2014, I was one of 13,000 people Microsoft laid off in a single day. I was devastated. Not just because I didn't have a job, but because I didn't know who I was without it. I had internalized some very sneaky, harmful beliefs, some limiting beliefs. I thought I needed to have a job at Microsoft to be worth anything. I thought if I was unemployed, even for a day, it meant something was wrong with me. I thought I needed to get a new job, a better job, right away, or somehow I'd be forever marked. And taking a lesser job would mean I'd failed. That's not just fear. That's a rupture of our identities. And that's what many of us are feeling right now. The day my layoff was announced, I got a flood of messages. People were saying, if you can be laid off, no one is safe. And under that, what they were really saying was, if you can be laid off, what does that mean for me? I want to pause here and say, if you're asking yourself, who am I now? What's wrong with me? Will anyone ever hire me again? Will I ever feel safe? You're not alone. Your fear makes sense. And you're so much more than your badge. So what do we do with all that fear? How do we begin again? That's where the dragons come in. When I talk about befriending dragons, I don't mean ignoring the fear or pushing past it. I mean listening to it. Hear what it is trying to protect you from. Let it speak, but don't let it steer. That's where healing begins. Because under the fear is a question. Who do I choose to become now? I'm going to say that again. Who do I choose to become now? Here are a few gentle steps that helped me and might help you too. First, name the dragon. Write down your fears. Literally. For me, a lot of them were things like, I'm afraid I'll never be respected again. I'm afraid this is proof I'm not enough. Get those fears out of your head and onto paper. It loses some of its power that way. Step 2, find what's still true. Ask yourself, what do I know is true about me even now? Maybe it's, I care deeply about people. I solve tough problems. I lead with my heart. Write down one thing that's always been true, job or no job. Step 3, become who you're becoming. Finish this sentence 3 times. I'm becoming someone who. Let that be your North Star. Not the fear, not the prestige, not someone else's expectations, good, bad, or indifferent. And before I close, I want to invite you to something. I'm holding a free live session called Who Am I Now? It's a gentle, no pressure space for folks who've been laid off, or people who are afraid they're next. Or maybe you're just sick of seeing everybody around you get laid off. It's a space to process the loss, reconnect with yourself, and start again. We'll do some journaling, some small group reflection, and you'll leave with a tangible tool to help you move forward. You can find the link in the show notes, or go to my site, befriendingdragons.com, and check out the resources page. No matter what happens next, you will get through this. You do get to choose who you become. Thank you for listening.